Merry Christmas, everyone. I thought today would be a good day to put this video that I've been meaning to put together, finally do it and show you around the place. So I'm down here at the front of the property where the creek is, and behind me, I just put this road in. It took about 2 weeks and finally got this road in, which is great. But as you can see right now, it just crosses the creek. And this is what the creek looks like the vast majority of the time, and sometimes lower. It's actually called Dry Creek, but it'll be too high to cross every once in a while, but it'll be fine. My neighbors will let me out. That's Paco getting in trouble. He's about ready to go up on the road. Oh, that was bad. But yeah, pretty happy about that. That's a game changer. So the things that don't have like electricity and the internet yet, now that I have good access, and I can have big trucks through here and get everything set up. So well, that's the van. So we'll fast forward to the van. If you can see it right there. I still need to bring in about 2 loads more of this stuff. It's called chert. It's clay mixed with this white rock, and it compacts down really well, but I need some more of it. Like, I need to put a bunch right here and make this more of a circle so I can circle around if I want to, you know. But here's the electric. So the electric company will tap into here and put a pole, and he's coming on the 4th of January to kind of get a game plan and get the ball rolling on the electricity. Oh, and I guess I should mention, when I first moved here, like, there wasn't a single path. It was just all this brush. Actually, it looked like this, just thorns and weeds. And then just over time, this little path here and there, and just cleared it out. And as I needed to, you know. So eventually this will all be gone too. Here's my makeshift shed. And Jim, my neighbor, actually gave me the frame for this, and I made it a little bit bigger because the tarp was bigger. But that's pretty handy. And here's the cabin site. So these tubes will be filled with concrete, and these lines are, you know, the level and the square of the whole thing. So the cabin will be built on top of those. And it'll be 16 by 24. Just kind of the floor plan for now, and the bedroom will be a loft. So I'm thinking 2 by 6 for the frame and 10-foot tall ceiling, and then the loft will come down a little bit, so the kitchen and the bathroom will have probably like an 8-foot ceiling. But yeah, that's that. This thing was when it was warmer out, that was my shower contraption. I had the plastic camp shower thing hanging up there. Alrighty, and the well is right back here. That black pipe right there. And it's an artesian well, which means that the water just keeps coming out. So it's a little bit tricky. You can't just cap it because it has to have a pressure release situation. And once I have the electricity set up, then I can have a pump set up and finish this off, but it shouldn't be a big deal. The standing water, I'm gonna dig a ditch for it eventually, take it out there somewhere, and hopefully get lucky and find out that I can turn it into a little pond, but it'll depend on the soil. I'm not really too confident about that because it's kind of rocky soil. It needs to be more clay, even though we'll see. But yeah, water, it's some of the best water ever. I wouldn't lie to you. It is good. Here's my wood pile. And the dogs like doing that. They'll be back in like 10 or 15 minutes. So these tarps, I have gas under one of the tarps, and I have the generator under that tarp. This is my workshop slash porch. I'll go inside. I can't tell you how much I love this wooden stove, but that thing is spectacular. So this thing here is a big lithium battery, basically, and the generator charges it up in about 4.5 hours. And then I'll be able to run these two refrigerators. That's a refrigerator freezer, and the lights for all day. So I charge it once a day. Well, I don't run the lights all day, but you know. Here's my kitchen sink. Pantry and my closet. My stove. But now that I have this wood stove, I actually can do a lot of cooking on there. What's up, boys? So when I was getting the tent set up originally, this was my camping spot. This is where I kind of put everything, and I just left my hammock and this tarp up. It's a nice place for a nap. This is a down cedar, but it's up off the ground, so a lot of that's probably still really good. It's probably shredded right in through here, but might be able to get some good cedar out of that. So I can figure out how to do it without crushing my toes. So my first real big project was staking out the property boundaries. And so I found the corner posts and just literally ran a string through the woods and adjusted it until it was straight. And so every 150 feet, I put one of these red stakes, and yeah, pretty happy about that. This is where I plan on building the road, so I've just run this down to help me visualize where I need to clear it out. This is a nice spot too. This is the left-hand side of the property. I put some salt licks for the deer. That yellow thing right there is one, and then I got another one. Where is it? There. So that's for the deer. One of my cedar trees. Pretty big one. So I saved the best for last. This is the hilltop where I'll eventually build a house. I think mostly out of stone and timber from the property. But at some point, someone already came up here and cleared it. They had a little logging operation on here. I think they came in and harvested a bunch of trees, and this might have been where they, like, their base of operations, you know? And then I'll put the house in here somewhere. It'll probably actually be more like another cabin and different outbuildings instead of one big house, but it's kind of my deal. But look at how beautiful this is. Yeah, and that's just all woods back there. All right, well, I think that's good. And I hope that gave you an idea of what the place looked like and what I've been up to. And, you know, I just miss you guys. I'll be thinking of you. Love you. Merry Christmas.